Welcome, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We are going to jump in for a token entry today into a premiere draft of Forgotten Realms. Chattering away with chat here about the format. Some people are disappointed in it so far. Feels like to some that the synergies are traps, that the payoffs aren't there, and that you go chasing after what the cards are telling you to do, and then it falls flat. That's one perspective. I haven't been necessarily feeling that way, but I am also not super deep in the format. I was saying that it's early enough yet that I'm still in kind of just enjoying it in that there is a puzzle to solve. I'm enjoying the fact that I don't know if chat is right about that yet or not. I certainly feel like I got a lot of smart thinking folks around here who have sharp opinions on things, so I have no doubt that there's some truth to synergies coming up short a bit, but as long as I'm in that mode of puzzle solving around a format, I still find it quite fun, even if what we're finding is how a format, slowly learning how a format is failing is still pretty interesting to me. And at the end of the day, tapping lands to generate mana and cast spells to beat your opponents with still ends up being a ton of fun, even when the format isn't at its best. But we're going to jump in here for effectively free. We got this token entry from the Mastery Pass, which I do every time on our main account, because historically speaking, if you're guaranteed 100%, you're going to at least get your golden gems back in terms of value. So then it's just like free bling. I'm in for free bling. And if you are in for some free bling via your cardboard purchases, you can get that at cardkingdom.com. They always send something sweet. For a while, they were sending out trading cards of the content creators they were sponsoring. So I have a Card Kingdom Friday Night Magic All-Star card. And if you order from me at my store, I'll send you one of those signed. You can find that at this link. But Card Kingdom don't even care that I tell you about my store, because theirs crushes mine so handily. If you really want to make sure you're getting exactly what you want out of Magic, start with Card Kingdom. They're going to take care of you. You'll be happy you did. And if you use my affiliate links, then you got there from here. Helps keep me on the air when you spend after using my link. And many of you do, and I appreciate it a ton. Thank you so much. Let's hop to draft mode here. Pest token. Come on, at least a 1/1 soldier token. Ooh, we got a green mythic. What does this thing do? Oh, it's huge. Oh, this is I did hear, I'm almost through the rare and mythic set review. And this was a card that really disappointed Luis in terms of the flavor delivery. But you could take it and build around it, I suppose, but it doesn't seem like the best place to start. We could start with something like the Trickster and maybe do the build around Dice Chuckin'. Wheel of Brazen Dwarf for that. We can take a Steadfast Paladin or a Containment. And I've been having great success with white decks in general. I feel like white pairs with everything. Containment is solid. You want to try this thing? I mean, you really got to put some work in. I'm going to go with my gut and take the Paladin. See, look, it's trying to do it to me. I tried this yesterday, trying to explore the Blue-White Skies Dungeons thing that's been working for me, but I don't feel like it should. And here I have another reason to try and chase it. Could also try this one. Champ is interesting. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take Ruin Seeker and try again. It's a soft force. I really, this archetype has been working to me for me to the point that I want to explore it when I can. And, yeah, it's true. This might be better. But again, this is somewhat of a force pick. Like, this is a pet card for me that I'm 21-2 in games in which I'm running a Hama. 21-2. So we're gonna give it a try. Although I see now I can take a Moon Dancer and be open to pivoting here. Although you take Fly, interesting. So like the real grown-up pick is the Moon Dancer, so that we can work towards Paladin green-white life gain potentially. But I could also take Fly, which really does the dungeon thing. So yeah, Moon Dancer is strong. This is the correct pick, but I did acknowledge that I am flat leaning, not forcing, but leaning. So if I'm really trying to do this thing, I should just take the Fly. But I think the correct pick here is Moon Dancer. But I'm a streamer. I get to call out what's correct and then do something else. Soul Knife Spy is a great target for the Fly. Yeah, math, one of the reasons I'm doing this math is that makes sense to me. Math says I'm avoiding blue and Azorius in particular like the plague. And I don't understand why I'm 21-2 with the archetype. So I'm just kind of still exploring that. I'll take the Spy here over. This is interesting in terms of the dice rolling deck, but this isn't that. This would wear a torch fine, but we're going to take Pixie or Soul Knife Spy. Yeah, we might be... it's early yet. This is only 4 picks in. It's hard to tell if the lack of white is a signal or just a lack of white in the packs, etc. I know, Pablo. Again, I get it. I'm almost trying to force this until I lose with it, and then I can be like, okay, good. Just like I thought, it's not that good. This is crazy, though. Now I really wish I had, I said the correct pick was the green-white card. This Outlander is excellent. If you were doing the correct thing this draft and we're in green-white, you'd be rewarded with this. Or with this for the life gain payoff. I'm going to take the Dungeoneer, though. Narrowly over the Unicorn because of my hopeful plan is going to be Dungeoneering. You Come to a River is okay, but I think I just want Fixing. Fixing first over the bounce spell. This is fine though, and if we're getting things like Soul Knife Spy through, it can be excellent for that. But we'll take Fixing here. Look for some of those later. This would be good against what I'm trying to do. This isn't a very good card, but it has 2 power for 2 mana and no drawback, so I am willing to put it in a deck. But like, I think in this case, I don't mind a half-elf monk in the deck. I mean, heck, if this whole archetype is working for me, why not have the bad monk work for me too? We can just take a wilds here, though. Yeah, none of these things are so important that we should take it over some more Fixing. I like the Fixing here. Containment comes all the way back around. Secret Door is playable here, but not a priority. If I pick one of these up, I'll run one. But removal on the wheel is good. Champ is still here. That's good to see too. Just a solid beater that if you can equip up can get scary. Look at that. Come on, table. What's wrong with you people? So we'll take it, and I can get knocked off of blue here. Like if this is going to come back around, and that other green uncommon was going to go so late, we probably are just going to take Moon Dancer and fail to be blue-white again, honestly. But we'll take You Come to a River here, or try. I really want that card. Darn it, Magic. See, now I got to report a bug again. I wanted that card. Damn it. And that wasn't even... Fix your shit, Wizards, for F's sake. How many more times is that bug going to happen? How many more updates am I going to make to my damn software before you fix this bug that has been around for like a month now? More than a month. Wizards, come on. I am literally angry now. This is so freaking annoying that you do this every... Owlbear, Guarding the Faith doesn't suck, but it's not amazing. Phase out does not mean re-trigger ETB, unfortunately, so it's not like a combo with the Owlbear. We could take the Guardian on the fact that we don't know if we're blue or green yet exactly, but we do know that we're white. The problem with this rare is that often you're just in a spot where you're like, I'll take it. We're going to take it because of the white aspect. But the problem, I've played this card a couple times now, and the problem is that you just end up in spots where it's like, well, either I play this 3-2 for literal no value, like it's really just a 3-2 for 3, flash at the end of the turn, and then or I'm just not spending my mana this turn, and that's a tough call. Blink Dog is somewhat interesting, and Pegasus, I think, is a little better here. I don't have any torches yet, but when my blue-white decks work, it's because I put torches on flyers. That's really what the deck has been about. So I'm going to take Peggy. And here we have the torch. We even have this Barrow-in. Like we're so white question mark, you know, white plus what, that we could legit take a Barrow-in here. But I do want a torch in this deck. Traps. What trap are we talking about? Yeah, we could try and splash this. I bet this wheel. Yeah, maybe we're only in pack 2. I can try and wheel a torch. I don't want more than 2 of these. Oh, yeah, one of these, I gotcha, set off traps. This has been very good. I'm going to spec on the black card, though. All we know is that we're kind of white dungeoneering. So here we can take a Gargoyle on that front. Talisman and Sleep are interesting if we know for sure we're doing the blue thing, but we don't. So I'm just going to take Gargoyle. Another Moon Dancer. We're not really doing the life gain thing, but we could take a second Moon Dancer and try to end up there. Not much else to take unless we want to add to the black. We do have this Barrow-in, but part of the thought here is this could end up splashing. But green-white seems super open. Let's take it. If we can find some more life gain like this, like now we're heading in towards green-white as a real strong direction. Still could splash this. Tried hard to do some blue. This was pick 2 into pick 3 into pick 4, but that's picks 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the last times we got any of those. Is 3 legends too much? At some point, these get stuck in your hand because you got one going. I think 4 is for sure too many. I would not run 4. But... and we have 1 containment. I don't like overdoing the containments either. This is a strong card to be here. But we could take the Idol. We could take Vampire Spawn. We could make a kind of Obzon life gain thing. Moon Dancers with spawns. But yeah, we can take the Idol. I don't love main decking it because no mode you choose is really like great, but good enough. And we'll take a Shepherd here over Potion of Healing. Don't love the Shepherd, but it can do the thing. It often just gets to the point where it can't really attack, and then you're like, what am I doing? But we'll take a Blink Dog. Maybe we can get some counters on that somehow. Torch did come back. So did Peggy. Yeah, let's take Torch number 1 over Peggy number 2. Although I do like Peggy launching a Steadfast Paladin for a life gain trigger. Take that. Again, though, I think we're... Boy. Yeah, I'm going to take the Ghoul. I don't like the Paladin. We can get those anytime. In case we do somehow end up black, we can take that. But I think I'm going to cut the blue. That doesn't feel like we're doing it. I keep trying, Hama. I'm trying, Hama. Froghemoth. That seems good. I wouldn't mind this Bard here for the lifelink. Or not the lifelink, the life gain. But nothing. The Null Hunter would be good if it comes back around. But let's take the Frog Horror. Yeah, I'm just thinking in terms of the wheel. Green Dragon, not a great dragon, but a dragon. We could take it. There's also, you hear something on the watch, we just take some removal. I bet this wheels. Oh yeah, I didn't see the owlbear, sorry. I was looking at these two as the green, but yeah, owlbear is going to be better. Curious, pack one, pick one. Assuming it's the clear choice. Do you like owlbear or purple worm? Purple worm or owlbear? What's the better pick for early on in a draft? Second Hama, that's been the key for these things, double Hamas. But we're not there anymore. I'm taking another Paladin. Another request for containment. I just don't think this is good removal. Granted, of course, we don't have the green fight cards we would like, so maybe I need to suck it up and take bad removal. But with the Moon Dancers, I really want as many of these Steadfast Paladins as I can get. So I'm going to take the synergy pick in the Paladin, and maybe we wheel that containment. This gains some life too. Probably wheel the Shep. Taking the maneuver though. Interaction at least. Could take another Barrow in and look to splash the double Barrow in. I don't think I want a +2 mace, although a 4/4 lifelinker is not the worst. Yeah, this is interesting as well. Maybe let's take the Bard. I like the Basilisk. The 1/2 Death Touch is fine too, but this is kind of what we're doing. Well, if I knew I was getting another Paladin, maybe I'd swap it for that removal, but I'll take another Paladin. 4 of these is fine. Planar Ally is fine here over the fixing, and we'll see what we can wheel. Here's more fixing. We could just take a Dungeoneer. Last fresh pack. Yeah, let's take a Dungeoneer. We've got a Temple and a Wilds, and we're probably not even gonna splash the black anyway. I get that the land is good, but I'm gonna take that. We could take Potion of Healing and maybe run it on the life gain front, but maybe I'll take a Mace, and you know, we do have a Blink Dog. Maybe we play the Mace, but I don't know. Half-Elf Monk. I threatened to run one of these. And Gloomstalker. Yeah, I think it's going to come up short here. But we'll take them and see. They seem fine, but not good. That's the thing. And we have a lot of cards. We have cuts to make is the thing. Don't think we're playing that either. Not that it's bad. Like, I don't think we're playing Sentry. I don't know if we're playing Idol. I would put this on a list to be cut. Just like to be more proactive than this, and we could like cut the splash. This is best of one. And yeah, we can pull, although we have, so we could put Blink Dog on the list. Let's see our numbers too. Yeah, we should probably cut creatures anyway, so maybe we keep that. Here we are again with a low interaction green-white deck, very much like yesterday, so maybe I should have taken another containment, but I don't know, I went for the synergy pick, given our triple Moon Dancers. Unfortunately, we don't have any of those unicorns. We went 2-1 in traditional yesterday with a very similar deck, actually. Got the torch in, don't have the mace in. We could play a mace and a torch, and then Blink Dog gets better. Yeah, I would agree with that, Math. You here? I've come up on that card, and chat was trying to tell me too. Chat early on was trying to tell me to take you here's before I was ready to. But really what puts that card over the top is I was underrating the +1/+1 team ability. I was really thinking of it as a, well, it's removal, but it only works on attackers. You can't even kill a blocker. But you can kill a blocker. You go +1/+1 to your team. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about 3 of these, but at least it's a 2-drop that we can aggressively trade off, and that Oppo is going to want to aggressively trade off because it looks scary. So anyway, we're close. Let's look at what our worst creatures are and whether or not we want to play this idol. I think I am going to cut an idol. Hey, thank you for that sub. And interestingly, my earphones suddenly decided to work at full strength, so I'm going to lower my volume. I like cutting that. We'll keep this stuff. If we don't have interaction, let's at least have something to make our creatures a little bigger. The earbuds were... I need to do more tech support there. I'm not done on the earbud front yet, but currently I don't have it set up so that I can hear through the earbuds and you can hear... normally, when I use the earbuds, it mutes everything for you all, which is almost certainly just a drop down somewhere that I haven't set correctly. I just haven't sorted that out yet. So we will look at that in the future. All right, so now I'm looking for, it's been suggested to cut a Dungeoneer. I do like the venturing, though. We are kind of doing a venturing sub-theme. But if not this, what am I cutting? I don't think it's any of these. It could be one of the Moon Dancers. I am nervous about the trips here. I think we'll start with that. Because what else am I cutting if not? Nothing else really seems cuttable. I want the Monk because, of, again, we have low interaction, so let's run the Monk. I don't want to cut Gargoyle. I really feel like we're going to complete dungeons pretty reliably, and a 3/4 flyer for 3 that helps you do that is too good. Like, if we're going to cut ETB Venture, let's cut a Dungeoneer. So I guess that's what I will do. I kind of wanted to keep all my dungeoning. Oh, we could cut Blink Dog as well, but I did include the Mace and the Torch, so... and Bard can pump it up. And then we can put a counter on it through Dungeoneering, going through the mines. It's borderline. This is not great here. But I think I want to give it a try. So, but 3 Dancers is a question mark. Dog is a question mark. Well, yeah, maybe I'll throw it to chat. Here, let's get it to the point where we're adding a card. Oops. And we'll choose what to add. But I'm running this. Oh, wait. Didn't we? Oh, we have to add 2 of these. Well, then I guess I'm going to make it a cut. We're gonna do cut. What to cut. Because then we're at 41. So this is what to cut. Dog, dancer, vet for veteran dungeoneer, and if there's any other, I'll say other, and if you want to, if you choose other, follow up with what your vote is. What are we cutting? Looks like Dog is winning the cut wars here. I'll presume that's going to be our cut for the moment. And Dog days are over is our deck name. Full Art Zendikar on the land front. Get your last bling requests in here. Yes, the voting is Vladimir Putin 15, everybody else 1. See, I'm bleeding you dry, Mama. Bleeding you dry, but look, just for you. Since I trolled you with the Holly move the other day, I'll cover your sleeves today. Already paid, Pablo, already paid. All right, let's get this going. Hop over here and see what y'all think of this. Well, we had a interaction light deck yesterday that managed to do quite well. We really only lost our match when the mana was just awful to us. And this looks good here. You know, Temple on white, then we're going to drop a Paladin, and then on turn 3 we're going to drop a Moon Dancer and try to connect with the Paladin and make it big. Seems pretty good. A lot of, in terms of a nice looking average, people are thinking this deck is fine. Sorry, David, I didn't give my usual spiel there. When we do a par poll, it is I'm asking the crowd, if we were to play out this event 1,000,000 times, what would our average win count be? Now we kind of force the issue. I'm going to play Moon Dancer, and they kind of just have to block and trade with the Paladin, but then the Moon Dancer is going to be a 3/3. So we'll start there. I mean, we could like contain this, but that's just wrong. I mean, it is what it is. We're going to offer the Paladin, and it's going to be fine. But I'll throw this out for scaries. Oh, wow. They said go for it. That's a bomb, but we don't have the land for it yet. Do we take it on the strength of it being so good? David wants to send it to the bottom. Well, you could keep it without land in the sense that we do have other things to do. We could just do other stuff until, but we really need land, so we got to be grown-ups. The good news is we have a shuffle effect. Maybe we'll find our Evolving Wilds and get that back in play. And yeah, we're gonna give him the Dungeoneer here. Go ahead. We're gonna try and race you. I don't love containing this thing, but it gives us a clean attack, and we don't have much else to do. We could play the mace and look to equip it later, but then we're not getting through here at all. So this is kind of our only play. We want that. We want more white, but we'll take it. Little chumper probably for Oppo. Yeah, this Skeletons is not a skeleton anymore. It's just because it can't die. It's not a creature. Yeah, I think if we venture on the large dungeon, we can make this a 5/5 and attack. Then if they... We can even attack both, I suppose. See, like... Gain life. Yeah, bonus scry. That's fair, too. It's just that they can still double block and kind of get what they want in terms of a dead Moondancer. You like make 5/5 and hold, stay back. Then we can put Paladin in front of Blade, I guess. That's fair. All right, let's do that. I'm with Mike. We do, but we don't have him right now. And do we want that? It does allow for Mace and Equip, but I don't think we want that. I think we want to get our get a Plains for our Guardian. Now I like the trade with the Paladin against the Fang Blade because we get our lifelink trigger on the Moondancer. Peggy, interesting. So now I like Peggy, make Paladin fly, offer it, and although if we Dungeoneer, we get a Scry. Yeah, let's not worry about that yet. Let's do this. More forests that I'm just not going to take. If I'm going to get a land, I want a Plains. See if where they put the counter. They make a bigger angel. Maybe we'll go elf, monk, and start tapping it down. Now they're going down low. But yeah, Mace on Pegasus is looking like a closer. Could have kept a forest and have done cast and equip. Wow, Oppo with some rock solid cards here. What are we going to do about it? I guess we are macing up the Peggy and racing this B. Right? What else are we doing here? That makes sense to me. We could mace up the Paladin, but I like making them question their plan in the air here, especially if we can elf... Okay, well, there you go. Made them do that at least. But Oppo coming up with all the right moves here. We're a little choked on mana. Granted, I've been binning forests, but I think correctly. And Oppo's just doing a better job of curving out with more powerful stuff. Got a nice life cushion, though. It's not over yet. What are we doing now, though? We can go Dungeoneer to Scry. We can mace up a Paladin and start continuing to grow the Moondancer. Yeah, that makes sense. Are we playing the enchantment removal? No, we don't have, we do not have enchantment removal in the deck. Really, wheels are coming off here, though. Only mostly, but we're pretty dead here for 7 to 18.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
And we can just keep taking Paladins and putting maces on them. It does beat everything down here on some level, so I guess I'll keep it. And maybe with that, I actually just go with half-elf monk here. I think that's going to be better for us in the long run. I can send in the Dungeoneer. And then what happens? Maybe they take the Death Touch trade. I'm going to send the Dungeoneer. It's pretty expendable, and they don't have any clean blocks on it anyway, and no cards. Oh, they blink the dog. Sure. Well, let's make him do that then. I guess I'm losing the Dungeoneer as a possible blocker in exchange for them spending a little mana on the dog, which is not great. But we're gonna go. I think you gotta put out the monk now and try to get some containment on the skies. Bucket, that's been the complaint of chat this morning from some of our regulars, especially Pablo and Jim are feeling that way too, that this is less about synergy and more about whose bomb shows up to take over. Which in Brian David Marshall parlance is making this a Prince set and not a Pauper set. Brian David Marshall introduced that concept on a guest appearance on Limited Resources. Boy, I feel like I've been in a green deck multiple times in a row and have just never, ever, 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 ever at any point once seen any of the green fight removal. Like 2 days in a row now, the table has basically forced me into green, but given me none of the fight cards. This is me talking as I die. I think we're utterly done for. Let's move on. All right, into the losers bracket with us. Let's see what we can do there. What spoils are we talking about? I don't know what card spoils is. Or I'm not remembering. All right, another keep. We'll see what happens. Great, a dominating one drop that we can't kill. Just what I was hoping for. Oh, that one, okay. The card that I was literally talking about, got it. Paladin? Yeah, we'll do Paladin. Maybe we'll draw one of our legends. Exactly. One toughness versus 1/1. Although, frankly, if I could lure them into trading, that seems like it'd be fine. I'm gonna send the Paladin, play the Shepherd, and then offer to trade the Shepherd for the Fang Blade if they don't take the trade here. I could blow them out with First Strike, I just wasn't expecting them to even block. Like, if they do, like, I don't think we want to blow them out with First Strike. I kind of just want to go Shepherd. Do you like the maneuver? I don't know, 1-for-1ing. I guess we could maneuver for the blade, but this feels fine. I'm just gonna take this. Take the trade, that is. Yeah, I was absolutely gonna block this with Shepherd, but it feels even better to block it with a two mana spell. Nice, and now we can offer the Shepherd. If they want to take that trade, fine. And then we follow with the Dungeoneer. Exactly, Mike. We don't have a lot of interaction. Let's make sure we're using it at the right times. Yeah, and all these trades are fine. Now we can Dungeoneer and next turn have Rally plus Champ or Faith plus Champ if we find another white source. We can do Rally plus Champ with our current white. We're gonna go down the middle. And there is another white source. I don't think I'm gonna keep it, even though it would give us the technical possibility of this play. It's not like we need it. We have an alternative, and we might just draw another Plains naturally anyway. Very nice. Couple of treasures here to buff up Oppo's incoming creatures. Yeah, we have the double white. It's just that triple white would give us the possibility of these two. It's just that's not an important possibility. And now We go champ, and we do have the rally maneuver. I could send in knowing that we have the trick, but that telegraphs it. This makes it look like we just don't have attacks and we're trying to figure our life out. It exposes us to some risk because now we're going to try to rally maneuver into open mana, but this is the better disguise of our plan. Yeah, we're going to double block and then make them respond, because double block says, okay, 1 for 1. And then we get to act from there. Although what they will do likely is Paladin, make a treasure, sack treasure, but that's when we'll get them, right? So they will, however, get to 6 power of first strike. So with 6 power of first strike, we are going to lose something here, but we will be able to finish it off after. So I'm going to do it knowing that we're kind of 2 for 1-ing ourselves, but we have to get rid of this rust monster, so let's do it. And it uses up their turn and everything, so this isn't the worst. We do get first strike ourselves, that's true, but it's still going to be, we're going to use a rally maneuver and lose the rally maneuver and whatever we block first with, and that's going to be a 2 for 1. But sometimes you eyes wide open 2 for 1 yourself to try and win a game. Oh, they just have that, sure. Like we were all like, they could make treasure and sacrifice it. You can also just tap 3. So, this is going to go down no matter what. So target creature gets +2/+0 and gains first strike. And then, so we'll do that on the first strike. And then putting lifelink here is not even going to do anything. We could put first strike. Yeah, all right, we'll do this. Trample haste. Nice. Shall we do this? I think we should do this. And I'll offer the champion 2. Go for it. Trade off the champ. Is it a dragon? Come on! Well, we're asking Oppo a question. And we'll choose white here. Do you have an answer to the frog? If they have an answer to the frog, this is still a game. If they don't, we hold the Guardian. Now the Guardian is just forever protecting the frog. Well, let's see. True. Can they do it all? I guess they can kind of barely do it all, but we can use Guardian here, and we still get Trample. They're not doing it? They must have Manticore, but that's going to go badly for them, because I have the answer to that. Yeah, they have Manticore, but sorry, you're going to be very disappointed. Froggy is must block. Maybe, okay, I was gonna say, they haven't scooped, maybe they've got something, but then they don't. All right, Froggy for the rescue. And more points for the Team Prince. That's funny, Prince was my morning song artist. Prince for the Prince format? Maybe so. Certainly that was a somewhat even game, and then we drew one of our better cards and won. Looks good. Hopefully we find one of our 4 Lifelinker 2-drops off the top, and then we don't have to play a Moon Dancer. We can go into that. Although Gargoyle on 3 triggering Lost Mines will also help us with the Moon Dancer. So probably just going to go Gargoyle into Wizard. Ooh, although now maybe I'm going to actually offer the Moon Dancer here. Yeah, Mad Mage is what I was meant by Wizard. All right, if they're going to do that, then we'll go ahead and Gargoyle for the after the fact life gain. I am going to do this one though. Guardian of the Faith. We could use more mana. I'm going to skip that to look for land. We racing? Looks like we racing. Ah, brutal! Been stuck a couple of times on land, really unfortunately, especially given that we're like scrying and shit. Dang. Well, I know we could contain one of the critters. I hate giving them mana this early, but it may be what we've got. Anyway, gonna start with a Moon Dancer attack, not blocking. If we're containing, what do you want to contain? They have pack tactics, but I almost don't mind racing. I mean, we do have life gain and some stuff. Yeah, this is more fragile, but this is a scarier attacker, of course. All right, let's do that, and then we at least have blocks here. But I mean, it works either way. If we contain this, we have blocks with Gargoyle on the remaining Singer as well. Oh yeah, sure. Sorry. Gotta find it. Wait. Did I not add it yet? I swore I added that. Where is it? I guess it's not... Huh, weird. I have a distinct memory of adding it, but I don't have it here. Yeah, it's not under Moon Dancer. All right, found our mana at least. Let's see, if we Bard for life, this becomes a 4/4, and they have decent blocks. We can Dungeoneer to Scry. And then it has decent blocks on stuff too. We trade off Dungeoneer for a... Although they may get first strike on this. Dungeoneer gives us a scry and a better blocker. Bard gives us a pump on the Moondancer. Yeah, that's true. We do get a scry with the life gain. Trying to figure out, though, like, one possibility is send in this Moondancer, try to trade it off, and then play this one later. All right, let's gain. I'm going to do this and gain life. And we want that. Yeah, I'll keep that because we'll go ahead and put our Moondancer at risk here on blocks, and then we can replay an alternate. If they don't attack here, that's a good sign for us in terms of stabilizing this board. But, you know, they're going to be able to attack with 4 power first strike at some point. And if they attack here, though, in order to get 4 power first strike, they have to put one of their other cards at risk, which we would block and eat if they don't have anything, which is why I expect them not to attack. Or if they just... Yeah, there we go. So that worked out. And I do like Moondancer, sending in the Moondancer and then just playing Paladin Moondancer. We could do Dungeoneer now, sure. If we just want to stay back. I kind of like, if we're not going to do Paladin Moondancer, I just like Peggy send this Moondancer, get him down to 10, have a flyer start going. Yeah, 4/4 is a 1-for-1, which is why I'm thinking of making it fly. All right, then let's go dungeon. I'll be patient for another turn. We'll Dungeoneer. Let's Dungeoneer and see if we still continue to hold here. I do like the scry here. Mace +2. Ah. I'm gonna bin it. We still need more land. If I could cast and equip that in the same turn, I might do it, but we can't. I don't think I've ever had an opponent not equip up their goblin with that. I know it's just variance, but it's funny. Like, this one has never missed that I can remember. Yeah, we could have sent in Bard, I suppose, if we're happy, but I would rather... I like having the Bard threatening blocks on whatever doesn't get first strike if they send in the Gobos. And so actually with this attack, I like a double block Bard and Dungeoneer on the equipped one. And then it's a 1-for-1, so that's fine. It's a 1-for-1 for their 2-drop, but they've invested some equipment tossing around, that kind of thing. Triple block the trample. Why triple? I don't want to lose the Moondancer if we don't have to. You want to play around this one card, or is there something I'm missing on board? It's true we can block and replace, but I don't necessarily want to start at 0 on turn a 4/4 into a 2/2. But maybe they'll be... I suppose that's fine. If they choose to 1-for-1 our Moondancer, it does give us the reset. So that's fine. I'll triple block. We'll triple. Let them choose. It really didn't feel like they had anything unless they top decked to blow out the double, but I hear you. Now we go Paladin, Moondancer. We have blocks. Next turn we Pegasus the Paladin to get in for lifelink and increase the Moondancer. And we're stable-ish. Went with the Mad Mage to make sure we got lifelink for the Moon Dancer, but it does put the Gargoyle off a ways from becoming a 3/4. I think ideally this deck starts down the middle with the quick mine completion so that Gargoyle flies, and then go to the Mad Mage. In this case, we were trying to play to the Moon Dancer. Here's me trying not to have a bad attitude about powerful rares. I mean, we wiped the floor with our opponent using a frog, and now we got mopped up. But we'll make this trade here at least. And block here. Oh, flood now? You're gonna flood us now, huh? Is that the plan? Great, thanks. So far, I think we're like 3 for 3 in games being decided by a busted rare showing up. So, looks like my chat has a point with their concerns about the format. I'm concerned that we're going to die. But there's literally no good blocks here. I am going to hope we find something. Oh yeah, I'm not saying we flooded, I'm just saying we drew land when we needed something else. Weren't they all... Sorry, maybe I screwed that up. I was thinking I didn't have blocks. But... now we're just completely screwed. Just stream and brain malfunction, that's all. Oh no, now Untapped DG is down for Pablo. No! That little miss didn't matter. We were losing that game. So we lost that game when we got 3 for 1 off of a single removal spell. Meteor Swarm killed us. The rest was moot. All right, extra losers bracket. But so far, this has been a clinic in the criticisms that chat levied before we even started, which is that we've been doing... We had some interesting games, and then in 3 straight games, there was magic happening, then a dumb bomb showed up, and then magic stopped happening. Champ or Paladin, we'll see, depending on what Oppo does here. Definitely Paladin in the face of a 1/1. Alright, well, we can get a second plains here while playing our champ and use all our mana. We now don't want any more land, really. We are at 6. We're only on the 3rd turn, and we already have 6 mana queued up, so hopefully the land stops from here. Do we send in the Paladin, or are we looking to make the Thief not have a good attack? I don't mind blocking Champ on Thief, really. Mike wants to turn it sideways while we have that advantage. I'm not sure I want to trade off the champ for the thief. We have to make sure that we're okay with that. But I guess Mike is right that when your opponent is struggling on land, you should turn to aggression and make them draw out of it. Yeah, we can also just let the thief hit and race the situation. That's true. Looks like they're going to try and block the champ here. And we'll let him do that and then just follow with a Dungeoneer. We could leave the champ back. We could just say no blocks, but I don't mind getting this out of the way so that it trades and then clears the way for our other stuff, like also getting a creature in the yard for the behemoth that we have closing in. So I'm going to send it all. Let him trade. And if they have another Shocking Grasp, we still get the trade. And I am going to go down the middle now. Monk. Yeah, that's going to be good here. Oppo stuck on land means any interaction that we can clear out blockers is going to really make it tough on him. But Froghemoth might just cause the scoop here, depending... If they come up with Death Touch... Yeah, this just feels like... Come on, what are you going to do? Go ahead. Attack with your Soul Knife Spy and draw a card. Now we're threatening lethal. And yeah, the squirrel unfortunately stumbled on mana for them. And fortunately for us, we were able to take advantage of it. Nothing much to learn about that one, though. Well, if this is a if you stumble you lose kind of format, it's maybe one where you can get away without tons of removal more than other formats. If it is just about curving out and turning sideways. Come on, deck, give me a break. One plains here and this hand looks sweet. Instead, it looks barely keepable. In fact, I'm going to mulligan it. Show me a plains on top. This is obviously fine, but without it, we can't keep. We're going to keep this and ditch maybe one of the 4s, but this rally maneuver isn't doing anything yet. But if we draw a 2-drop, we might be glad to have some interaction. We have so little interaction, I think we should keep the rally maneuver and ditch one of the 4s. And I'm going to ditch the Bard. We don't have any life gain payoffs yet, and Peggy is just a better evasive threat that way. Let's go ahead and Evolving Wilds and Thin, because now that we have the Temple, we're pretty good on land, so we'll get a green one here, Temple on green, and then I like where we're at land-wise. Another thing to fix, Wizards, for crying out loud, when I'm searching for a basic land, the front of my library search should be one each of every basic land type that I have. The fact that I have to do this to get to forest is bad design. Fix it! All right. Speaking of, there's a 2. And Rally Maneuver gives us first strike, but you don't get the lifelink unless you have a second creature, so we'll keep that in mind. Still might want to run it just to win combat with a 4-2 first striker. But yeah, kind of like just going queen. You can play planes and have the rally maneuver, but I'm on Temple Torch as Mike is, so let's do that. Fix the problem. Don't make me time you out, True. You're gonna get pedantic on me? You are gonna get pedantic on me. Do you know who you're talking to? Ouch. I've worked in software, and therefore I know that I'm successfully communicating my feelings when I say, fix it!
Your friend here is on.
Pegasus. Not really. Come on. I do that sometimes. We're getting hard pressure here. I'm just trying to figure out Peggy. We can hold up rally maneuver and actually block and win, but I think we have time to try and do that with Peggy or Froggy on board. So let's put Peggy out. And then not blocking with Moondancer, although you could make a case for it if the Moon Druid doesn't get big again. Still, I think we can wait. I think we can take one more hit and then use Rally Maneuver. And then we have Behemoth plus Rally Maneuver next turn. Both of these are instants. Oh no, sorry. This is. I was thinking this had flash, but it doesn't. Never mind. It has trample and it has haste, which makes it feels like it. But we have rally maneuver. We'll figure it out. All right. They did not attack with that. That's really interesting that they didn't want to offer their circle for the Peggy. Interesting. Interesting. Each non-creature card would gain us life, but they have 0 creature cards. Yeah, Froggy and Bash. It's not going to get bigger. It's just a 4/4 trample that's going to not get bigger. Really, I kind of like equip Torch. And gain some life, make this a 3/3. Or we could also just gargoyle for the same effect. Again, though, what lane are we doing? Do we want to go down the middle? All right, well, let's start with the frog. I just don't know if I even want to attack with it. We're not blocking with the Peggy. We block with Moondancer over the Peggy. So yeah, let's send Peggy, leave everything else back. I'd throw Moondancer against the 4/2. They did not send, like, yeah, I was gonna say, they were suggestive of not having the tools last time. Now, I mean, we could torch up, but then we don't have rally. And, yeah, I think we send all, and then we have to well, let's send all. I like send all. We got lots of good action here. If they just let it all through, that's almost the worry of like deciding what to do if they don't block at all. Yeah, this is what we had something to do, Mike. If they didn't block at all, we would had containment or gargoyle. It would have been okay. And then here should just be a blowout. If we make a 4/6 lifelink, and we should add to our attack and make a 4/6 lifelink, and then the 4/6 kills one of these two. I think we want the 2/4 dead as a more annoying blocker. Do you agree? Well, we'll see if people agree, but that's what I'm going to do. 6 first strike doesn't kill it all. Like, we can't get both. So, +2 and first strike, and then the toughness and lifelink. What does first strike on the frog get us? I don't understand what that gets us. I'm not going to leave land on top. We wouldn't mind 6 mana. 6 mana lets us equip and do one of these other things, but I'm going to let land come to me naturally. I just don't like leaving it on top in these spots. Matt says, we want it, though. And I'm like, but I don't know, we're ahead now. Now I just like not taking land. And either we'll get a 6th land and we still have it, or we get more action. Either of that seems good to me. Well, I'm never punished, Math, because that was the perfect play. It meant that anything off the top was going to be fine. Yeah, let's go containment and try to just win this thing. I will go here, though, to make Moon Dancer bigger right now. Yeah, they're stuck on color. I mean, maybe we give them an instant that makes them not lose the game, but we made them have it, and they didn't. But a reasonable point, Mike. There was risk there, for sure. All right, we got to 3 wins. I feel pretty good about that. Making it to the at least 50-50, and now we can, if we can get that 4th win and get to the near profit, that would be sweet. This is a little bit rough. We don't have any early plays. Everything here is 4 and 5, but I'm going to trust my deck and keep this, even though we could just lose to not doing anything early enough. And in a sense, this is asking for multiple things. It's asking for land and early plays. But honestly, either one should do us. And we're going first, so we should get a Pegasus on 4, or a Dungeoneer on 4, or an early play, so I think we keep. So there's the land. Now, perfect would be a 3-drop. No 3, just starting a little late, unfortunately. But Oppo playing some... Oh, you're late, Pally. You were exactly what I wanted last turn, silly. Boo earns. Kind of expecting the counter spell here. Gonna throw him the Dungeoneer. It's actually correct even if we knew they didn't have the counter spell, but it's especially correct if they do, because this would be the one I would want countered anyway. I'm gonna go down the middle with no life gain bonuses, and a scry would be nice. Let's find some land. Evolving Wilds. Yeah, we're going to keep that. It means no Owlbear next turn, but we can do Peggy and then, or Bard, and have 5 mana after that. Well, we're going to be at the mercy of this card in that we can't really kill it. I mean, we have our containment somewhere, but mainly they're just going to roll some dice, and with the Pixie Guide, I expect them to draw quite a few cards here. So a nice combo for Oppo. Look, it's synergy that matters, everybody. Synergy that matters. And we are going to... I think there's been more call for a lot of white, even though we have the double green here. So I'm going to get a Plains... Nah, I guess that doesn't make sense given what's in my hand. I should respect the double green in my hand. But we can either Bard and make this a 5/6 that gets through, or we can Peggy and just fly it over for the guaranteed damage. Peggy does give a block on the Pixie Guide for what that's worth. And then Bard could actually buff the Peggy to get it through. So let's Peggy ahead of Bard. Or really Peggy ahead of Froggy. But we may want to sandbag this and try to get some stuff to trade off first so that Froggy hits and hits hard. $50 feet of rope. Haven't seen this played much. Moondancer. Interesting. Definitely want to get the Moondancer out before we connect with these, but I kind of like Owlbear. Just a big bear. Could go Froggy, of course, but again, I'm hoping we trade some stuff off and then surprise him with Froggy and Owlbear if it lands, and they didn't show the counterspell before, so let's start here. Good. Good. Yeah, I could have attacked first. I kind of like seeing what I draw, but could have justified an attack there, sure. They don't have an attack now. They just block here, so no attacks. Play land. See what we can do next turn. Try to trade off. I'm going to block, and hope they kill some stuff. We kill their... although this is about their library, not ours, right? Yeah, so we need their stuff to die. No blocks. 6 mana, we can just go Paladin, Moondancer. Oh, thanks, Hat. I'm falling behind. I forgot we had 50 feet of rope because nobody plays that card.
New York City!
Get a rope.
Oh, Moondancer. Yeah, it looks like I should have gotten the white because we can't play both of these. We could play Bard and pump it up right now, though. Bard. Yeah, let's Bard and gain some life now. I don't mind a little extra life in our situation anyway. We don't need that. And still no attacks for us. There, finally they're rolling some cards. I was wondering when this Devil's Chosen would pop off, and we're getting our first pop off here. Lot of value for Oppo. Hard to come back from just that. You know, just them outdrawing us by 3 right there. These are kind of weak though, so maybe we can overcome card quality with our stuff. Froggy. Oh yeah, here you get your Owlbear. I was gonna get to that next.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take?
4, 5, 6. Well, let's ally and see if it gets us there. And we still don't have any really other attacks, so at least ally can attack starting next turn. If it lives, they're already looking at it. Well, score 1 for synergy at least. Score 1 for synergy. Critical when it doesn't matter. So far, that's all that I've done. Every one of my 20s has been on a card that doesn't have a 20. It doesn't have a 20 mode. So, goodness. Frog to what end? We frog here and then show them we have frog. That doesn't seem right. I'm just going to go 2 pallies. And out to draw maneuver. How? Well, I go with my gut. +2 mace. I think we do that on a paladin and just get some oomph. Get some life back here. Unless that happens. Oppo with everything, but they've earned it. I mean, they've drawn a bunch of extra cards and done their thing, so we're gonna probably exit this event, but in a way that salutes Oppo for making some synergy work. Yeah, I do have a mouse. I do have a plan to get off of the extra clicky mouse, but you're gonna have to tolerate it for a little bit here. And we want like this and this here. Actually, we want this and this there, and then like this and this here. Tramples over for 1. Maybe we don't need to double block it, we just take 4. Oh, turtle, yeah, sorry, we gotta block the turtle. So maybe we're putting this on the turtle and single blocking there and double blocking over here. Let's do this. I think they just missed lethal. All they had to do was kill our trample blocker and we were dead. I mean, we're still pretty darn dead. Oh, lifelink. Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's a good point. I didn't think about it. Oppo did. So now are we just completely done for here? We have... we gain life off of non-creature cards exiled that way, but they can just block everything. I mean, this rare is whatever. It's not the rares that got us here. That's like whatever. For 5/6 mana, we can play a paladin and hook it up and try to have enough lifelink. Like, they don't have an air attack against the Pegasus, so if we ground attack lifelink, ostensibly we have enough to survive. So we're going to do that. Ugh, I'm losing a treasure chest, really? Well, I guess the synergy got us, so there's one score one for synergy. Yeah, I mean, you weren't. I mean, would you have mulliganed though? Baldness. Doesn't really matter if you wouldn't have mulliganed, or if you would have mulliganed. That's sure. It's about right, Raptor. Here, let's open some packs. We got all these, we get some extra gems here. Make us feel better. I think the lifelink synergies are there too. Those can really pop off. I'm gonna hold on this though. We'll wait till we get to 10. All right, gang. 3 and 3 on a low interaction deck. It was fun to track what was kind of working there as we were figuring out the Prince versus Pauper nature of this format. Well, we've got 2 precipitous drops. Which one do you want? Let's see. I haven't even heard the audio. I don't know which one is which, but here, fine. Let's see if I left anything on. Nothing left on. And then I'll play you both. Maybe they're both music. That's right, Pablo. I don't think you've been out of line. Tron getting all nerdy about Star Wars. Funny. All right. Let me get back to saying goodbye to YouTube friends. 3 and 3, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of things could have gone differently there. We would have had a much better green-white deck if I had drafted it from the get-go. I think it was pack 1, pick 2 or 3 where I was saying, well, the correct pick is this green card, but I'm going to try to make blue-white dungeoneering happen. And then got forced into basically green-white by the table anyway. Had what I thought was a pretty decent-looking deck, given its lack of interaction, but ran up against some bombs, some mana issues, and then somebody just got it done. All right. Thanks for hanging, YouTube friends. We'll catch you next time. See ya.